Hello again, Richard. Good morning, Vietnam 2. This is Nimrod 2. This is IT stuff. And all the IT guys out there, you should find this interesting. I'm shouting at you now because I've been doing a day in the life on my Windows 10 machine using Windows Camera. And it's terrible. No, you can't hear me. I'm whispering like this and nobody can hear me. So I'm doing my IT stuff on the Apple Mac. The sound seems to be a bit better. So I'll be a bit shouty to make sure you can hear me. Right. Photo booth. Having a problem with photo booth. It runs for about 18 minutes and it stops working. So I'm actually going to keep this video down to 15 minutes. There's also a limitation on if you're doing YouTube. Anybody out there doing videos on YouTube, there's a limitation. If you go over 15 minutes, it blocks you. You have to verify. Now the verification process is dead easy. You just go to youtube.com/verify. Comes up with a dialogue, asks you to click your phone number. You put your phone number in. It phones you, gives you a registration number. You put that in the dialogue, and it's up then, and you can do longer videos. So I tried yesterday doing some videos. Richard, this is Nimrod 2. Right, I've watched Nimrod 1. A couple of things have come out of that. Right, complicated code. You lads have got it so easy. And see, you got switch case. We didn't have switch case. My goodness me. Got a program from Veristar that I want to work with you on, Richard. A switch case for broadband provisioning, auto provisioning. Got the sack from Veristar for sticking my heels in and trying to document. 5 years trying to document the broadband procedures with nested ifs and 6 categories of identifiers to analyse. And if you can imagine the nested ifs for 6 levels of questions, where each level has 6 or 7 variables, the number of switch case events was colossal. Anyway, I stood my ground and argued with them for 5 years, and eventually they did a decision tree called Zingtree, I think it was, and did the process. I wrote the process in JavaScript, but they wouldn't put it all forward to the IT department. I actually wrote the solution in JavaScript. So I used to go through, they wouldn't give me the rules. I said, right, I want the switch case rules for how to perform this job. And they said, you don't need that. Other people don't use it. I said, well, I'm telling you, you do need it. It's a complex procedure. Other people are guessing. Alan doesn't guess. This tells you exactly what you should be doing. Give me the rules. You can't be flow charting. I've tried to flow chart it. There's a flow chart. We can't do it. 5 years I tried. 5 years. I tried to get them to flow chart the procedure I should have been doing, and they refused to do it. Sacked me in the end because I made mistakes. Yeah, I made a few mistakes. So that's my story with that. You know, bosses that don't listen to you. So I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of that. Stood my ground. Stood up for myself. Union man. Should have joined a union. Right, Nimrod. Tale of Nimrod. Right. First things, a couple of things out of the first video. I mentioned Don. God bless Don Ogden, project manager. Pulled me up when I was a junior analyst. Told me, I said, Al, you're overpowering. You're a big lad. You're a big strong lad. You're a big sporty lad. You speak to people. You're dead bright. You're on the ball. They tell you the problem. You give them the answer straight away. He said, don't give your answer straight away. Come away. Keep it to yourself. If it's only going to take you 5 minutes, tell him to take it an hour. Take some of the pressure off yourself. You don't have to give them everything straight away. Keep some of the secrets to yourself. He said, and when you speak to people, just stand a little bit further back. You're a big tall lad, you're overpowering people. Go a bit softer, you're a bit fast, you're a bit quick, you're a bit intellectual. So I thought, thanks, Don. Nice one, Don. Thanks for the tip. So I adopted a bit as an analyst. I adopted a softer approach, a more listening approach. And I had a word with the company psychologist, Tom Shaw, about watching people and reading their eyes. Tom used to do an exercise where he read people's eyes to tell you if you're lying or not. You used to ask you a question, you have to say if you're lying or if you're telling the truth. and he used to do it. He used to go around the class. Every time I had a Tom Shaw video, he used to go around the class and do this game with people. And he used to tell people whether they're telling lies or telling the truth. So look at people's eyes, that'll tell you what they're doing. But if they're doing this, they're hot under the collar. There you are, I'm getting assertive. Right, Richard, I'm getting assertive. Richard, I need some work off you. Look at this, I'm getting big. Coming closer. Richard, I need your work, I need your help. You're my best mate. Come on, Rich, get your finger out. Come on. Be me mate, Rich. Let me pay you. Right. Okay, Nimrod 2. Right, so Jeff Blundell, talking about Jeff. Jeff was a cricketer. Good lad, Jeff. It's alright in Stick, so, but yeah, the management, Steve Leader, didn't allow us to do what we wanted at Stick, so, and it was untrusting. It wasn't the best place to work, Richard. You're better off out of there. Right, PCskilltest.com. Great, Richard. ECDL, fantastic. Should have made money out of that. Local, fantastic. Graphics, way out of my league. I can't do it. You're the main man. I want local. I need local for the golf hub. So pull out a version of the golf hub, and when you do your company structure for me, link it into local. So I can break down my golf clubs into hubs, and then we can get shops into them, and we can sell shop software. So let's. Paul's done his Boston shop. He needs to be working on that. So we've got the shop software. I just need to be doing my company structure and my hubs and local, and it's all stuff we worked on, Rich. It's all stuff you've done. So it's not that I'm asking you to do stuff that you've not already done. Bill of materials a bit tricky one that. Good programming if you can do a bill of material. That's why I'm giving it you, Richard. That will take your time. That will test you when I'm asking you to get some reports off. But you knowing with all your tricks in your SQL might make bill of material easy. I'm not giving much thought really. I know a little bit of SQL, but I'm not that hot on it. So bill of material is a good exercise for you. And if you're doing Blazor, do it on the Blazor. Let me see what Blazor's about. Show me what Blazor's what it's about. Right. Nimrod, Project Nimrod. Where did the name come from? Nimrod came from a book. Robert Tressell, Ragged Trouser Philanthropist, about a shop steward, a hunter. Wasn't very nice to his guys. It's a book about a relationship between the working man and management. It was a manifesto for the Labour Party. Now, I don't know your politics, Richard, but my politics are very complex. My dad was a union man, and I helped my dad as a young boy. I worked for the union and helped all on the admin for the union. So that's where I got all my admin skills from. I get it from my dad. But when I married Susan, her father was a Mason, so he was very, very conservative, and I tended to drift then towards the Masonic movement. I quite like the Masonic movement. I quite like management. I like management. I love management, and I love that managers have secrets and they keep secrets together. So I used to do the union negotiations with my dad for Ingersoll Rand. I'd be sat on the table of the management, he'd be sat on the table for the union, so we sat opposite each other at union negotiations. Union negotiations used to start on my dad's birthday on the 6th of August, and I used to do the coding when I got the software through in November. So I used to do the union negotiations alongside, in parallel, with the new software release of Unipay. And we said I had to get it finished by the 22nd of December, which would be Mum's birthday. So all my main year on working on payroll at Ingersoll Rand, and I looked after a lot of companies at Ingersoll Rand. I did a lot. There was 4 people on the team doing Sodexo. I tell you, one Sodexo payroll wasn't as big as Trafford Park payroll at Ingersoll Rand. And I had Trafford Park, I had Hindley Green, I had Swan Lane, I had Wythenshawe, I had Darlington, I had Coventry, I had Gateshead, I had Horwich. And I ran them all on my own, and I did that because I put in standards across the group. I did everything as a group payroll. If you did it for one, the whole group got it. So I used to share the cost. I did all the costing, and used to have a quarterly meeting, and used to get one of the departments to pay for the costing, and to share it amongst themselves. So I used to do the payroll for about 6 companies on my own. And so next up was dead easy for me. It was a walk in the park. I had it easy there. I had it so easy, Richard. It was untrue. You never really saw the real me. Right. So, where am I? Yeah, Robert Trussell. Yeah, Labour Manifesto. So I'm torn with politics, Richard. I'm a company man, I'm a manager. It's all about driving down costs. I've just done a course, economics course, for the Open University, the 2008 recession, a Keynesian view. And at the part of that, they talk about cost curves, right? And company costs. And I'm a trained accountant, Institute Cost of Management accountant. I didn't get a qualification. I didn't do the exams, but I did Institute Cost of Management accounting all around before going into main accounts. I then did the main accounts with the assistant account manager before going into payroll accounts. So I'm an accountant, Rich. Well, not qualified. Didn't take any exams. Should do. I should do that now. Actually, I should look at an accountancy exam and pick up one. I look on the Open University. I've just started. Now this is getting to 12 minutes. I'm going to have to stop it in 15 minutes. This is getting on to where I am with the Open University at the moment. I'm doing coaching. Coaching others to coach. That's what I'm doing. Coaching others to coach. And that's to do with my golf. And I'll tell you about where we are with my golf on Nimrod 5. Nimrod's going to take a long time. Right. So I'm going to stop this one now because I need to get focused on what I need to tell you how to work. So I'm going to stop this one now as Nimrod 2. It's running for 12 minutes and I'll start Nimrod 3 now. Yeah, so I told you about Don. Don was a lovely lad. I told you about Dave Blythe. He was a lovely lad. Dave was like. I've got to tell you about Alan Howarth at some time. He was the change controller at Ingersoll Rand. Me and Alan worked. I worked in operations, primarily at Ingersoll Rand. So I did all the operational stuff. And Alan was change controller. And I worked with Alan doing the change control procedures. So we need to talk about change control, Richard, under Nimrod, and talk about SSADM under Nimrod, and documentation, Xenophon, and Minerva. So I think I'll come back with Minerva in Nimrod 3. So we'll talk about that. Right, I'm going to stop this one now. Yeah, good night, Vietnam. What time is it now? It's 1:25 in the morning. Now I work nights. I'm happy working nights. I sleep during the day. I'm working nights. Quite happy working nights. So Nimrod 3 now coming up. Minerva, very important. 14 minutes. Stopping it now.